something. What are yours? I don't know. Oh, you don't know yet? Oh,
No, my landlord pays them.
oh, okay. And I'm thinking, they're trying to, it's like every year they're up there, we're
Yeah,
on 500.
I haven't looked online to see what they are.
Charlie
yet.
told me a fighter, he said, I called Glenn last year, and he said, well, everything just keeps going up. I'm thinking, my gosh, Charlie has 5 acres and a $700,000 house, and he pays less than I do. And I only have a half an acre with my house. My house is valued at 175. I don't know. I know everybody around me, of course, their houses are smaller. I said I'm gonna try to find out exactly what, because I think Colch's house, I think they just sold for 159, I think, 150 or
144.
1,500.
2 minutes.
144.
So, 145,
144.
was it? Well, I'm gonna try to figure out what they are, so I'm gonna call and say, I know my house might be more, but still, why am I that much more,
Yeah.
Gosh. It's like they put a widow out of her home, almost. I don't know how they think. Jeez. And with Gunther, they took his pension. They were supposed to cut it in half. They haven't given it to me since January. Next month I get 4 months at once. I'm like, you're lucky I've been able to pay the bills.
1 minute.
No, I'm hot, but I had a t-shirt on. I was too cold. Bless you.
Okay, we have to do the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the meeting to order and do a roll call, please.
Trustee Wakely, Trustee Parenza.
Here.
Trustee Lacewell, President Bank,
Here.
Trustee AG.
Here.
Trustee Wolford.
Here.
Trustee Pennell.
Here.
Tom Green.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Can I have a
And I would be
second?
happy to second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Motion to approve the minutes, these are the minutes from April 13th business meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, next to the bills. Before we go into that, I want just to say a couple things. The kids are out of school, so they're gonna be running all over the place. So please, when you're driving through town, we have all the speed limits posted. I'm assuming everybody can read them, so I would appreciate it if everybody would follow them. All right? I also want to remind everybody, because it's nice weather, that things like four-wheelers, side-by-sides, golf carts, go-karts, etc., are not allowed on village streets, and they're not allowed on any roads in the state of Illinois. The fine is punitive if you get caught, and they will impound the vehicle, so you're gonna have to pay to get it back. That's my fair warning, okay? I would appreciate it if everybody would be responsible during the summer, and so we don't have any mishaps, and look out for the kids, because they're chasing balls and not paying any attention to what's going on around them, so please, please. And the other thing is, when your dog is loose in your yard and you're with it, that's one thing, but if your dog is loose in the yard and it's not tethered, or it doesn't have an invisible fence, that's against village code. We have a leash law in this town, so if you're walking your dog, it must be on a leash. And you're also required to carry something with you to pick up after your dog in case something happens, okay? It's not very pleasant to walk out and see somebody's dog left a present in your yard. So I would also appreciate it if the homeowner, if the pet owners in town would be a bit responsible in that regard. I know most are, but we've had a few complaints lately, and I really would like to emphasize that that's a safety hazard. And I think that's enough said.
I have
Okay.
had really good luck, I will say, with the people with their dogs being by the cemetery, because a lot of people walk their dogs.
Yeah.
And I've been very lucky, people have not left stuff in my yard.
Good.
But I do sometimes see that they let the dogs run loose at the cemetery.
And really, if that's in the village, that's not allowed, so just be aware.
But other than that, no.
Okay, next to the bills, let me go over the bills. We had testing, we have 146 for sewer testing, 17 for water testing, 146 for sewer, 17 for water, 174 for sewer, $100 for water testing, $530.40 for MediaCom, $1739.59 for Strand, $89.73 for Strand, $44.45 for Strand. These are the ongoing task orders that we've got with them. 173, well number 2, and the capital improvement plan for the water plant. And again, 1,500. NICOR, 4572, 148.89, and 42.44. ComEd, 1632.82. Core and Main, we had to buy risers for the water valves and the manhole covers so that we can pave the rest of Ogden and all of North Street this summer. The valve box risers, so 504 and 190, and then Ace Hardware 1138 and McChesney Park Menards 142.80. The total is 9423.32, of which 4580.89 will come out of the general fund and 4842.43 will come out of the water and sewer fund. Any questions? Can I have a motion to approve the bills?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Trustee Wakely, trustee Carranza,
Aye.
trustee Lacewell, president Bang,
Aye.
trustee AG,
Aye.
trustee Wolford,
Aye.
trustee Pennell.
Aye.
Okay, we don't have any new business, but I got a little bit of old business, so I just want to bring up. Last week, we had somebody complaining that we were working on the house on 3rd Street, but there was a house on 5th Street. And after the meeting, Glenn and I went over there and took a walk around, and somebody's mowing the lawn and taking care of it. The house is secure, the doors are locked, there's no open windows, you can't get into place, and my understanding is it's an intact house. The only problem it is it doesn't have any water. So what happened is the health department deemed the house unlivable. That does not make it condemned, okay? The village has not taken any action at all on that property, all right? And because it's being maintained, and it's secure, and it's safe, there is no reason for the village to do anything about it for now or unless something changes. Now, I asked the individuals, what happened was we were walking around and a couple came across the street and said, "Who are you and what are you doing?" Right? And I explained everything and he said, "Well, this is my mother's house." And his father passed away in November, and the mother does not have the money to fix the water system in the basement, so it's uninhabitable. And I asked if they were gonna find out if there were any plans for this house going forward, and he said he would find out, he would talk to his mother, so that's where this stands. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not an issue for the village to get involved in at this time.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. You got anything you wanna add? Okay, all right. All right, next is the new business. We have a couple of gentlemen here who have purchased the utterly delicious ice cream shop, and it's going to be called Oliva Treats, Inc. And I'd like you guys to tell us exactly what you're going to do with this thing.
Thank you. Well, this is an honor to be here today. I'm sorry, I don't have another. I just wanted to come and get you guys to know who we are. Hopefully, you guys heard about us. We own Oliva Taco, the taco trucks that's in Rockford. We got Belvedere. We own a building also in Freeport. And before I even say how we got to this point, I wanted to just say a little bit. In Rockford, we started in 2012, as a restaurant on 7th Street and 2nd Street where Gouler's is. We had a restaurant for almost a year and a half. We had a big menu. It wasn't, I'm sorry, I don't know, I just want to tell everybody, that's
No,
why.
and you can stand here and then you can be in the camera.
Well, if you want to, you can stand over there and the camera will
And
catch
the
you.
camera will get you, everybody in town will see
There
it.
you go, okay.
Who we are, to be honest, that's why, so.
Come in a little further.
No, no.
Come on.
There you go.
All right, there you go.
That's what it is. So, we own a restaurant, it's called Olivo Restaurant, it was on 7th Street and 2nd Street. In 2012, for almost a year and a half, we bought the building that time. But we had a big menu, but our secret recipe was a Middle Eastern and seasoning that goes on steak tacos. And we make our own sauces. So that was our biggest sales that we did, is the steak tacos, more than the Middle Eastern or anything else we had. So after a year and a half, we decided, we seen only lunchtime was our busy time. We didn't do amazing, like the business wasn't that, like it was ups and downs. So we sold it to Morning Glory, if you ever heard of Morning Glory bought it from us. And then me and my brother bought a small grocery store on the south side of Rockford, and on Sundays we did a stand, and we kept doing our steak tacos, and every Sunday from the churches, everybody come out and buy 3 for $5 tacos. We just started doing it as a one taco giveaway from the community. At that time, we started getting amazing response from the community. We had managers from Family Dollar, owners of gas stations, like, hey, why don't you guys start parking by our spot? They thought we had food trucks. We're like, no, this is just the stand we have. So at that moment, me and my brother, we decided like, hey, you know something, we have something going that people love. We wanted to keep it simple, affordable price, and at the same time, we keep it consistent, like it's 3 for $5. It says on our t-shirt,
Okay.
and it's only steak, and we wanted to make sure the community, anybody could afford to buy it. So we stuck to that one thing on the menu. We started the first truck. From there, we took a contract with Family Dollar in Rockford, a couple of their stores. We ended up pushing to go to Amazon. Now we have a truck that goes to Amazon once a week. At UPS, we open from 8 p.m. like tonight till 4 a.m. twice a week with them. We have a contract with them. We have 2 Walmarts, and we have amazing support from around the city. So from that time, we got calls from Belvedere, from the mayor's office, Chamber of Commerce. They're like, hey, you guys should open one here. So the way we always do it, we put a truck. We started doing events in our trucks. Thank God everybody loved it. And they helped us, the Community Chamber of Commerce helped us to find that building. An owner owns that building from Chicago, but they've always been empty. They're like, we gotta keep it full and keep it busy, and you guys bring positive vibes. So me and my brother decided, we rented it out about 4 years ago. We're still there, thank God, in Belvedere, on South State Street, 603 South State Street, right across the river, Midland Bank.
Okay.
And in Freeport, we had a truck the same way in downtown. It's always by events. The city, Greater Freeport, decided the same thing. You guys should have a truck, a brick and mortar. And we're blessed that they helped us out after several months. The owner of the business, it was called 312 Barbecue. He's like, hey, I'm opening a bigger one. I want to sell this one. Well, you guys should open a Olivo Taco here. We worked on a deal, and God bless, and now it's been over a year and a half that we're there. And the support is amazing. We actually expanded. We're in Houston, Texas. We have 2 trucks in Houston, Texas. We do events in Las Vegas. We have Mesa, Arizona. And I think you guys obviously know Mr. Rick Davis. He owns the property there. He owns the State Line Flooring. And we have an amazing team. We have over 68 people between part-time and full-time that help us out, work with us. And some of them actually work on flooring for Mr. Rick Davis State Line too. So he's like, hey, I got a place. I think the only people who could take this and do the right thing is you guys. And we came over here, looked at it. We love the community because a lot of people from here, we find them on our Belvedere location. And we wanted to find a way how to start here, but we didn't, it was hard to put a restaurant. So we said, well, we want to keep it the same way, keep it positive, and put our truck outside. That's our goal, food truck, like have steak tacos, the same idea. And then we're going to add tamales. We're going to have the same ice cream. We're not changing nothing here. We're just adding to it like fruits, fresh tamales we make daily. And then actually the steak tacos outside. And we actually wanted to see how it works, to have maybe once a month, maybe movie night or something, like whatever you guys could help tell. We want to do something for the community and the kids. That's what we do everywhere we open.
Okay.
And this is who we are. That's hopefully you guys will like it. And if you guys need anything from us, you let us know. Again, that's my brother Saeed, but you know, I'm just talking and just like a, thank you so much.
I want to back up a minute. I skipped public comments. Does anybody have any public comments? Okay, all right, good. Next,
So we have to vote.
I want to recommend that we approve this business application for Olivo Treats. So can I have a motion to approve it?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, you're welcome. Next, we have a permit for the Stumble Inn. Actually, it's called the Humble Stumble now. They basically are gonna keep the name on the sign, but they want to change the sign. You have a copy of the logo attached. All they're gonna do is replace the plastic that's in there, or the glass that's in the original sign. The sign itself, the superstructure is gonna be the same, so they're just gonna take it out and replace it.
It's
So
just all white right now.
I recommend that we approve this.
I'll make a motion to approve this.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. All right, next we have the engagement letter for our annual audit, and the audit starts in the morning. So I just want to clue everybody in that Crystal's going to be a pretty busy person this week. She's going to have like 3 or 4 people in here, and she's going to be running sideways and up and down and everything else. So
She can do that.
bear that in mind when you try to talk to her, because she's going to be calling me and saying, "I can't hear you." Okay, so that's basically it. So we went over this at the committee meeting, so all I need you to do is make a motion to approve this.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Can I have, I don't know, should I do a roll call on this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's
let's do a
money.
roll call on this.
Trustee Wakely, trustee Carranza.
Aye.
Trustee Lacewell, President Bang.
Aye.
Trustee AG.
Aye.
Trustee Wolford.
Aye.
And trustee Pennell.
Okay, motion passes. Next, what we have here is, this is a change to the Strand draft task order 2301 for well rehabilitation. We have budgeted $100,000 for this project, and right now, we're changing the compensation from 16.8 to 18.8. And we're gonna add to this as we start doing the actual pulling the well out of the ground and all that good stuff. This is just for the engineering portion of it, the design of the work scope, okay?
Okay.
Can I have a motion to approve it?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Have a roll call, please?
Trustee Wakely, trustee Carranza.
Aye.
Trustee Lacewell, President Bang.
Aye.
Trustee AG.
Aye.
Trustee Wolford.
Aye.
Trustee Pennell.
Okay. All right, all motion passes. The next is, this is the other task order. This has to do with the wastewater plant capital improvement plan, okay? And what this covers is, we're gonna assess the condition of all the manholes, and we're gonna do a smoke test. I explained what the smoke test is and why we need to do it. So, we don't have a date for this yet. We will let everybody know well ahead of time, so if they start seeing smoke coming up in the basement and stuff, they'll know what it's for, okay? What we're looking for is smoke coming up out underground around the town to see where the leaks are in the system, so we can work on a plan to
Good for
repair
inside too,
this.
though, actually, because you'll find out if you got leaks in your
Yeah,
house.
the only way to really do this, okay, so, what happens is they, especially with sewer plants, the sewer lines run by gravity, whereas your water lines are run by pressure. That's what we have a water tower for, that pressurizes the system, okay? But with sewer lines, they run by gravity, so when you have a pressurized system, it gets a leak, it goes up, all right? When you have a gravity-fed system, it goes sideways and down, okay? So you can't detect the sewer leaks without doing a test to find them. So that's what we're gonna do this for. All right, so, can I have a motion to approve this?
I'll approve this, I think it's a good idea.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed? Okay, great. Next, what we have here is our resolution to spend $125,000 of motor fuel tax money for the purpose of paving the rest of Ogden and the total of North Street. All of North Street from East Street to Wooster, okay? We went over this, it's in our budget, so what I need is a motion to approve this.
I'll make a motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay.
Do we know when this will be?
Not quite, I would assume it's gonna be a little later in the summer. What happens is the asphalt plants usually don't open till the end of March, beginning of April, and they've got a whole list that they go through, so
Where are
as
we
they
from?
work it down, they'll get
Where-
here. When you start driving down Ogden or North Street and you see stuff that's painted on the streets and circles around the manhole covers and stuff like that, then you know they're getting close. I don't know if they're gonna have to come out, when they did Grove Street, they came out and they actually ground down some, and they had some pretty good size equipment out here to grind down the asphalt to make everything even. I'm not sure how much of that needs to be done on North Street, but if you see that, then paving will be imminent, okay? All right. Next is the maintenance agreement with the Lions Club. I talked to them, they're gonna give us a check for $2,000, I think I told you that. And I talked to them last Thursday about a maintenance agreement, and they're willing to do a 50-50 maintenance agreement, okay? Now, we don't have one written yet, but I just wanna let you know that Tom's gonna work on one, and it's basically gonna be a 50-50. So if we have to fix potholes or stuff like that, then we're gonna split the cost on that. I don't foresee that happening for quite a while, since it's gonna be a new piece of pavement, okay?
Yeah, I've got the resolution and the agreement kind of in draft, and then we have, just annually, if we have expenses, then we'll bill them for half.
Okay, all right, so we'll have that for next month. The wastewater treatment plant blowers, we got the quote here.
Did we vote on this?
No, we have to vote on it now.
Well,
Oh, no,
that's-
no, we'll vote on that next time. What have you got in your hand?
This
No,
is-
that's
this
for
is
blowers.
what he's getting ready to talk about.
That's what I'm
now.
talking about right now.
I just wanted to make
Blowers.
sure that we didn't.
I think we have 3 blowers at the plant, and 2 of them need to be replaced.
Okay, yeah.
If one of them needed to be replaced, it wouldn't be so bad, because the other 2 could handle the load, but both of these are in really, really rough shape. And if they go out, the third one's gonna go with it. So, we're in the process, so what I need you to do is approve this for 16,172. Have a motion to approve this?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Can I have a
this.
second?
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Wakely, trustee Cranza.
Aye.
Trustee Lacewell, president Bing.
Aye.
Trustee AG.
Aye.
Trustee Wolford.
Aye.
Trustee Pennell.
Aye.
Okay. Next on the list here is the house on Third Street. So you still got a picture of it with a condemned sign on it and everything, and I'm gonna turn it over to Tom.
All right, so, prior to moving forward with demolition, we have to do various things. We have to post, you see a copy of the post. We have to send certified mail notices, those have all been done. We have to record the fact that we are moving forward with this, and so we've recorded the notice against the property. So if anybody tried to buy it, they'd see that. And we have published it, so it's been published in the paper. We are in the waiting period now. The last thing that was done was the last publication ran on May 21. So you wait 30 days. So I told Mr. President that we would be, I have some contacts from other communities. McChesney Park has torn down several properties, so we'll get you in contact with a couple of companies that'll do the tear downs, and you can get quotes.
Yeah, and then we'll get some quotes and we'll let you know what
It's interesting that we haven't heard from the mortgage company or anyone else, so.
Haven't heard a word, so, okay. All right, last on the agenda here is the garage on Fifth Street. We're gonna move forward with it unless I see something happen with it ahead of time. Just wanted to get you up to snuff on that, so we're gonna move forward with that just like we did on the house on Third Street, okay?
Okay.
All right, trustee Wakely's not here, trustee Carranza, you got anything?
No.
Okay, trustee Lacewell's not here, but I'm gonna do her financial report. So, we let you know that this is the final financial report for fiscal year 2024. This is the first business meeting for fiscal year 2025. I know it can get confusing, but that's where we're at. So, we ended the fiscal year with $1,092,349.44 in our general fund, $209,207.49 in our MFT fund, and $616,883.47 in our water fund. Before we go any further, I just want to get everybody up to snuff. When we started on 5/1/21, we had a balance of $521,617 in our general fund. At the end of 2023, we had $921,234, And as I said, in the end of 2024, we had $1,092,349. So essentially, in the last 3 years, we've doubled how much money we have in our general fund.
Very good.
So we've done that without raising taxes, okay? We've done that with, and everybody's getting a $5 reduction from now on their water bill, and we froze the last increase. We've paved a bunch of streets in town. We have had a successful sesquicentennial celebration. We've made some major upgrades to our wastewater and water systems, including solarizing the wastewater plant, which is beginning to save us quite a bit of money on our electric bill. So I'm pretty proud of the fact that we've been able to do all this, okay? And I feel pretty secure that we'll do the same thing for 2025 and beyond, if I'm still here, okay? So, going forward, we estimated, I added up, I'm not gonna go through all these numbers because it's the end of the year. Basically, what we did is I added up all the expenses and all the incomes, and we ended up with a surplus of $154,300.67 for the year, which isn't bad because they originally projected a deficit of like $90-some thousand, so that worked out really well. That's all I got on that. Anybody got any questions or anything? Okay. Next on the list is trustee Agee,
Nothing at this time.
trustee Walfart,
Nothing at this time.
trustee Penal.
I have a water report.
Okay,
The first item is the lift station has been cleaned. Item number 2, Shadowbrook Lift Station rehab has begun. Pump 1 and the check valve have been repaired and replaced already, and pump 2 and its check valve should be done within the next week or so. And item number 3, the risers have been received for the water and sanitary lids for the paving of North Street.
okay. And with that, does anybody have anything? Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you, folks.